Oh boy, have we got a game for you. It's our final best of 3 of the group stages for the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. I'm excited.
Bruno would be so flippin' excited.
Yeah, he'd be so mad. He probably would have delayed his flight to stay here to catch only this game.
He's on a plane right now, isn't he? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Bruno's on a plane. We've got a hero that likes to fly. It's the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
But before we jump into the draft, I should say it's Flipside Tactics versus Team Empire. It's a best of 3, formerly Absolute Legends, this Flipside squad. And the winner of this will move out of Group D as your second place team. So with that being said, we'll hop inside the draft. We'll see what the teams are up to. Disruptor, Spirit Breaker, Nature's Prophet, and Rubik have been picked up. Did I just say that? Did I hear that correctly? Are my eyes deceiving me?
Spirit Breaker, second pick. That means crazy shit is going to go down for the last 3.
The angry, drunk cow.
Well, one thing that's really awesome is Life Stealer inside a Spirit Breaker. I'm surprised that Team Empire hasn't banned it out. Maybe they just don't even fear the Spirit Cow at all. And I'm actually surprised that they didn't pick Life Stealer first.
Yeah, if you want Spirit Breaker, if you want Disruptor, you can 4th and 5th pick these heroes. Nobody's going to see that coming. But flip side, they're a team that if they just want to run a pocket strategy,
they absolutely destroyed. Who was it last time? Whoever they just played, they just absolutely crushed them in 17 minutes.
Yeah, that 5-man push strategy.
Kita.
I couldn't remember. I was just going to pretend you didn't ask that.
So, I mean, it's not like they try new strats and it fails. It works, I wouldn't say more often than not, but it works often enough.
It often works.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, Corsair is doing a giveaway. So head over to gc.corsair.com for your chance to win Dota TV tickets for this tournament, as well as a fully loaded desktop computer. More details available at gc.corsair.com. The more of you that enter, the happier they are with me. So the third pick comes out now. Flipside Tactics. How can you top this? You mentioned Lifestealer, but that's kind of safe. Where's my Bloodseeker? That's what I want next.
Yeah,
he's good against Prophet too.
Ooh, all out aggro.
Very interesting draft. I mean,
cool.
They could all these heroes you could get with the 5th pick. They have yet to pick a hero. I guess if you want all 5th pick heroes, then
they're going for the all blue lineup.
Yeah,
straight up blue.
Blue and bouncy.
Well, yeah. They banned out a couple blue heroes though. Visage and Wisp already banned out. Keeper Light, safe pick, but that's not going to stop a Spirit Breaker from charging you.
These picks are actually pretty questionable against the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, I would just go.
The Prophet was first pick, so they didn't know Spirit Breaker was out yet.
Lifestealer would be a good pick for Empire, I think, because they're just very vulnerable to BKB right now, and he can just kind of crush the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker has pretty high HP pool. He doesn't crush them, but he's good.
Spirit Breaker has 3 stuns that go through Rage.
He's one of the few farmers that can actually stand up through a charge gank.
He's a tanky hero.
Right. What other carry can sit? Gyrocopter would just get absolutely destroyed.
Maybe a Lone Druid once you hit 6. He's probably I would say he's a lot harder to kill than
the only problem about Lone Druid is that he doesn't get BKB, and you really do need a BKB versus Disruptor. His skill set is just so good, and there's no other way to counter it besides BKB. Or just
really the only counter to Spirit Breaker is to not be on your own. Like there's no one hero that stands up to him well.
The 5-man, but then he just charges all through.
I'm a bounty hunter.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. This is balls to the wall. Team Empire. I think these names are mixed up here because they should be the ones picking this lineup. They're the Russians.
This is gonna be sick.
I'm excited. Sexy.
I'm excited for this game.
Team Empire, for those who just joined us today, they fell short. They were in the winners bracket finals for this group, but they were unable to advance. They dropped down now, and they do have to face Flipside. So we'll see. This is that kind of strategy that you have not trained for this. You've not practiced for this. You're not prepared for this. Nobody scrims with this. I mean, yeah, maybe here or there, but it's not something you get a lot of practice against.
So they have good, decent AoE with Disruptor. He's pretty good at teamfight. Spirit Breaker, excellent at ganking. So is Venge, so is Bounty Hunter. But very gank heavy lineup. Late game, they don't fare so poorly either. Spirit Breaker doesn't scale that well with items, but he's decent, and they have track gold to make up for.
They have Venge and Sara. They have the minus armor from Venge.
The move speed.
Yeah,
the move speed.
I think they scale well enough late game.
Yeah, they scale well enough. It's not like the strat that we saw last game.
Oh, that's a good choice, actually. This is a great choice against Spirit Breaker. He's charging in, you sleep him.
If he gets level 6.
That's true. If she, you think the game will be over before Naga gets level 6?
Well, if he like tries to run away, which we saw a lot of the Nagas do, if Disruptor's far enough away, he can just glimpse him back.
Yeah, this is a game where you just need to be trigger happy with the Song of the Siren, I feel.
Flipside has to be like hyper aggressive though with his strategy. Maybe they can wait until level 6 with Bounty Hunter, but as soon as that happens, it's green light. Just go all out, gank everyone on Team Empire. Don't let Nature's Prophet farm up items. Don't let Keeper Delight just do his thing and stack. Don't let Naga Siren farm up and get high levels for that reduced cooldown Song of the Siren. I like the Puck ban here, pretty difficult to kill. They ban out a lot of the very difficult to kill heroes. Alchemist, super high HP, usually can get TP support in time. Refraction, they don't really have a good way to deal with it. Static Storm is decent, but I don't know. TA kind of gets crushed by Bounty Hunter in the mid late game anyways, and then Puck, very elusive, can just face shift to Spirit
And
Break.
a Zeus. Why not? More damage,
Blue
more
hero.
ganking
He's
power.
kind of wearing blue.
Well, Bounty Hunter is just the odd one.
Yeah.
This yellow and red dude, no blue in sight. It's like a. It's
They don't have any BKB heroes
Sure,
on the Empire.
it's a crap load of weird heroes, but it's a clear strategy, right? They have
Yeah,
a game
I
plan
like
with these
it.
picks. They're going to go gank heavy. They're going to go for a lot of charge, track kills. They'll use Zeus to finish off fleeing heroes. And like you said, Empire has no BKB heroes. They only have.
They have to have BKB.
I think the only hero that really can let them disengage safely and choose their fights is the Naga. Naga to me is by far the most important hero for Empire.
What are they going to pick last, though? What would you pick last? You
I like
have pretty
something
much
like
anything normal you can pick.
I would say like even something like a Tide Hunter, right? Like
Tidehunter would be sweet.
I don't know, just a hero that's hard to kill, that
Combo
can turn the
breaker.
fights around. He is vulnerable to Static Storm. Kraken Shell won't help you there, but outside of that, you should be able to get off here Ravage. And I feel like Flipside, they are a bit squishy. There's 4 squishy
They're not
heroes.
ulti dependent though, is the thing. Like they can just keep. If Ravage is down, sure they'll lose the fight. Then they just keep on going.
I don't like
Pain.
this. I don't think this is the solution.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, Zeus is weak mid. Zeus is a weak
so it looks
solo
like
mid.
we're-
We're going to have a quick AP remake, it seems.
Oh, Mania says this is for you, Ben. Nice.
Shout out to Merlini. Hi, guys.
Yes, good strat. I will PM him. I say I approve of this strategy.
You were whining about not enough in action. We won
Oh,
blood.
yeah, he
we
wasn't
won
hurt.
blood. We won blood.
Hey, you. I hope you like to see it too.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I know.
I just want some different picks. What do you mean I better
well,
be? Or what?
Better be excited.
Or what?
Or I'm gonna call you Lumi, and you can go join the fucking Eastern Dota bandwagon of farming for 50 minutes. And say, hey, I love seeing AP
I
made.
like all Dota.
That strategy is so amazing.
Yeah, very efficient. That value.
I love seeing them farm in between creep camps and their efficient farm
do.
routes.
I just like seeing good Dota. There's lots of different kinds of good Dota. There's
just
good
like-
aggressive Dota. There's good farming Dota. There's good
I just like
pushing
seeing
Dota.
good aggressive Dota.
There's good rat Dota. There's
It's more-
good. There's
it's
good
way-
whining Dota.
Oh, ooh. I see what you did there. But I'm curious to see why did they do that sort of pick though? Maybe if they pick the bounty hunter first, then they can be like, okay, well if you want to play aggressive on us and trade kills, we'll be fine.
The one good thing with Quap is if she has a good start, and Zeus is squishy, right? He's got low range. Obviously, Quap is vulnerable to just being burst down, but if Queen of Pain gets a lucky rune, gets one gank, and kills the Zeus once, Zeus pretty much can't lane against her anymore.
Just team flag on, please, and let's go.
Yeah. So I do feel like the Quap, if she could just get that one early kill, maybe somebody, Prophet TP's in to gank Zeus, they roam somebody mid. You get one kill on Zeus, Zeus is just food the rest of the game to the Quap.
Some people actually say that Queen of Pain doesn't fare too well versus Zeus just because she has a pretty low HP.
No, I agree 1v1, I think Zeus does very well, but the Zeus is the one that's easy to gank.
Right.
So
They have the Spirit Breaker charge though. Let's bring him in.
I'm very curious how they're going to lane him. I mean, he's
Spirit-
super durable. Like,
Spirit Breaker off lane.
well, they have a bounty hunter.
Oh,
though.
yeah, what was the other hero? Vengeful Spirit, Zeus, Disruptor. So
Yeah.
it'll be
So
Disruptor.
Spirit Breaker
Venge.
tri-lane probably.
Yeah.
He's going to be their one position.
This is gonna be sick.
Carry cow. The cow.
But then
is-
it's gonna be so obvious when he's missing though. If you're in an off lane, you're usually like in the fog anyways, and you're like, well, charge could come at any time. You have no clue. But
Or-
if he's farming cow,
Or it'll be a jungle cow. That hero has what, 7 base armor?
or
6
it could
base
be
armor?
it could be off lane and then safe lane bounty hunter and solo Miss Zeus and then double roam with Disruptor and Venge. Disruptor
That's
needs
a
levels,
that's
though.
a horrible roaming pair.
Well, Vengeful is pretty good. Disruptor should just pull. It should just be dual lane bottom, Venge roam, and then they can just go all out on the bloodbath. Bloodbaths are exciting.
Why is Flipside Team DK?
I don't know.
Yeah. I like Flipside, but they're definitely not Team DK.
So Hesucho Rotten, most of the time I've seen him play, he's actually not what Miracle plays. I don't see him play.
I think
Earthshaker.
he's the offlaner, right? For
Yeah,
this team?
he definitely plays more far independent heroes though.
Mhm.
That's for sure.
Will they change up the roles here? Carry Rise.
Rise is fairly flexible. I think Mania's fairly flexible too. He plays carry a lot,
Mhm.
but he also plays like the initiator sometimes. So I think they're flexible enough so that they're not pigeonholed into only taking one sort of stand-in.
We'll have to find out. Everyone loaded into the game now, guys. We should be hopping into it in just a few seconds. But, Merlini, best of 3. It's going to be game 1. What's your prediction after seeing the draft?
I like Flipside's draft. I think this is going to take Empires by surprise. I actually saw Empire play sort of passive yesterday, which I don't think suits them at all. If they play passive, they're just dunzo this game.
Dunzo, indeed.
They're dunzo.
I'm with you on that. All right, guys, it's an AP remake. We can hop inside the game now. Flipside versus Team Empire. Best of 3. Game 1 for the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. Here we go. Zeus, Disruptor, Venge, Bounty Hunter, and Spirit Cow. What a great lineup.
And on the,
what a draft.
On Team Empire, I keep trying to say other side or on the flip side, but I can't say that in this matchup.
The one thing that concerns me for Flipside is, yeah, they've got Disruptor, they've got Zeusol, but I really don't think they want a team fight. Empire's so much more AoE.
If you get like a GG charge, but the thing is, if Empire's out of position in any sort of way, they get punished so heavily by Disruptor, and then they can just instantly burst them down. Track, Zeus, combo, and then they start to fight out 4v5. And with Track, you have to like back together as wants to, or else you'll just like die one by one. So if Empire like messes up their positioning in team fights, then Flipside will just straight up win. But if Empire moves as a cohesive unit and can coordinate Song of the Siren and backing off correctly, then they can definitely take team fights.
They need that combo breaker, the Naga Siren, to have a good start. We'll introduce the teams now, guys. It's a best of 3. Flipside on the Dire side. They fought through the loser bracket round 1 to get here. Miguel, going to be handling your Spirit Breaker. Carry Cal, he'll be heading to the top lane. Rise on the Vengeful Spirit. Supported that. Mania, your support Disruptor, not playing the farming role this time around. Unicorn XOXO, the Bounty Hunter, heading to the off lane. And then Hestajo Ra and your solo mid Zeus. Flipside looking clever. On the side of Team Empire, we've got Scandal as your solo mid Queen of Pain. Your jungle hero or your off laner will be Light of Heaven on his Prophet. He's going to have a tough time this game, I feel. Sunlight, support Rubik. FNG, support Keeper of the Light. And last but not least, blow your brain on the farming Naga.
And we see the triple lane up top. Empire not doing anything fancy with their lane, just going very standard. If Light goes top, he is just dead, though. There's absolutely no way he can survive versus this, unless he has some redonkulously good creep pulling with the force of nature, but it's just much safer to start off in the jungle.
Look at this hero. 750 HP, 5 armor. At level 1.
Yeah, 3 branches, 57 HP.
Like
Bruno was talking about 701 HP without any items.
Yeah.
701.
That's a lot of HP.
That is too much HP.
I actually thought his armor was a bit higher, but I think I was confusing with Bounty Hunter, who has 6 base armor.
5 armor is still a lot
for a strength hero.
That is ridiculous. And they scout out the triple lane on top. Let's see what the rune is going to be. Looks like it's going to spawn bottom. Ooh, a little bit of contest there. Unicorn unable to stand on time. He gets pulled a little bit. Is he really going to die to the lane? Yes. Keeper of the Light has sentries. He has dust as well. They're completely prepared for this. And with
the nice thing for Unicorn is he can just go contest Light of Heaven in the jungle, though. Or he can go mid. He doesn't have to be in the lane.
Well, Scandal, we'll see. Has to run. He did not get pulled anything, but he should still be able to get his bottle fairly fast.
And it will be a Nature's Prophet jungle contest off the bat. Unicorn XOXO lurking on the high ground. There is no Radiant Vision of this.
Well, Light is going super greedy with the Gloves of Haste, too. Like, if he gets just disrupted a little bit, then he's not going to be able to jungle efficiently. Wow, did he actually scout that out? What is going on
I think he might have heard it.
He didn't have vision up the hill, though. I guess maybe Unicorn didn't wait for that fade time to wear off. And Unicorn has a poor man shield, and I think this is okay for...
Meanwhile, mid lane, Scandal going hard here on Hestajo Ra. And off the bat, Zeus is not that good at level 1 or 2.
Wow, he got Lightning Bolt at level 2? Gross. Ew. Static Field is just so much better, I think. 5%.
Yeah, because basically you just use Chain Lightning to last hit, and you don't use Lightning Bolt until at least it hits level 2. Ideally, you don't want to use Lightning Bolt until you're level 5 and it's level 3. That's where it gets really efficient.
And we see Empire making good use of their jungle right now. There was no need to de-ward, and they still have all these wards on Keeper Light. So Unicorn, I'm pretty sure, hopefully can scout that out. He's trying to mess with Light. Is he going to get the last hit on the Centaur? That is the big question. Or is he going to try and get that?
He's going to have to use one more Shadow Wall, because this Centaur is just not dying quickly enough. He might settle for some trees here.
Tree money.
Yeah, delicious.
12
gold. Denied by Light of Heaven. So he's slowing down the Prophet in the jungle. But while that's happening, both teams getting farmed elsewhere on the map. Then the stand-ins for Team Empire farming a lot. Might end up becoming permanent.
They're going to actually come and go for him. If they have Queen of Pain rotate and the Keeper of the Light, as well as the Prophet and the Rubik,
this could be your first blood. Unicorn XOXO. He's out of. He's got one more Shadow Walk if he shows himself now. He's going to fall. They've rotated towards mid, but he spotted them out.
Oh.
He hides in the trees. He walks into FNG. Now he goes under cover of invisibility.
Dust? There's no
dust being used yet.
What?
He knows he's there.
Wow.
Well, now he doesn't, I guess.
I mean, the Queen of Pain could have just easily blinked over, and I guess she doesn't have mana for Shadow Strike, but a Chakra Magic would have fixed that. Surprised that they didn't go for that.
Just very questionable to rotate there
Easiest
without
tower.
planning to kill.
Sub 3 minute tower on top lane. Well, they subbed the glyph, but I don't think it's worth using it here.
Yeah, and look at the cow. Just tanking the tower at level 3 with ease.
Oh, and Queen of Pain gets a regeneration rune. That hurts Zeus so much in the middle.
And I like the way the Queen of Pain has played this, which is basically you really want to punish Zeus before his lightning bolts level up. Playing aggressively, controlling the runes, trying to harass the Zeus out of lane. Zeus, I would say 1v1 has the edge when he hits level 5, because his bolt is so spammable, and he doesn't have to be as close to you as you do to Scream. But right now, he's still pretty strong. Has to draw Rotten, only it's a level 2 bolt, but there's no passive, and now Scandal's going hard at him. He'll have another Scream soon. This probably is going to be our first blood. Wait for the blink. It's got 1 second to go. He backs off. He's being charged. He should have gone back in. Never mind that. He gets the kill with the poison, but here
is he going to use his flask?
Here comes the cow. Here comes the cow. Charging through the Keeper of the Light, onto Scandal, needs a bash, not getting it, now being Monolith screamed as well. Scandal's still alive, Blake's cooling down, Miguel chasing, now he's got to go all the way. Light of Heaven says, you going down, my friend. Another Blake, mid-attack animation, one last hit, then goes down, could have kept on running. Scandal going.
Oh, he buys treads too. So he's not going to lose any gold.
What is this game?
Wow. Why did he turn around? He could have just ran into the T2 and he would have beat him down. He picked up his boost from Chicken.
That was one of those, like, I'm a player. I'm gonna, you know, slap you down to the face.
Unicorn about to die on bottom, but Pro Man Shield saving lives.
Yeah, it's a little bit too strong.
Is Spirit Cow having his charge? Yeah, he has 3 levels in charge.
And now this is where Zeus just gets zoned out of the lane, basically. Every time you come near the creeps, you only have a level 2 bolt. It's not enough damage, and they're charging Scandal again. The Zeus is going to need help, but bottling up his Scandal.
Wow,
it's a little bit too early for Spirit Breaker to be ganking, I feel. Just get level 6 and then you can go. That one charge was fine, but
I agree.
But now he'll go back. Yeah, he should really get level 6.
I think it's like Venge's job to try and just shut him down early. Well, Zeus is not having the easiest time. Almost level 5 compared to Quap, who is 5.5 right now, but still, things not going too poorly for Flipside. Unicorn has not died yet on bottom. He has his bottle. He's getting some sort of levels because of this constant creep pool, but so are the supports on Empire.
You know, Merlini, one of the dangerous things about playing a hero like Spirit Breaker is your mindset is generally, I just want to go kill heroes constantly.
But that's good when you have a track, though.
If you do that too much, though, and you don't get kills, you fall really far behind in levels and farm. So I think for Miguel, it'll be important not to get overzealous. They want Unicorn at 6 before they really start forcing the issue. Another blink forward. Scandal continuing to zone Hesta Joran heavily. And, well, he's got the gold for boots. Should be buying them soon, but he's struggling quite a bit. Once you die once against the Queen of Pain, it's always hard.
This is really Zeus's big weakness, is really poor range and just susceptible to early ganks and a lot of pressure. We see, I think, a smoke gank. Yep, 2 smokes, or smokes from Rise and Mania. Are they going to be able to kill him? They have the glimpse.
I like this a lot. He could be in trouble here. Lightning Bolt is thrown out, and now Scandal in a bit of trouble. He gets nuked, and now, where's the glimpse? Rise coming from the side, Scandal heading down the river. He blinks up the hill, dodges the magic missile, but now gets glimpsed back. You think you're out, then they pull you back in, but do they have the damage?
They have the
charge. In comes the charge. Scandal will be taking his fill here. Now it's the Prophet, Light of Heaven. He's also caught out. He'll also go down, and this is the chaos that Flipside want to create.
If Rise didn't cast his Venge there, I don't think the Zeus would have died. He casted it, but it was pretty obvious that Scandal was going to blink there. He dodged it. Queen of Pain gets at least 1 kill out of it, and they devoted 4 heroes in the middle. So not the biggest blow to Empire, even though they lost a couple of heroes.
Now the wraparound comes bottom. They want to kill out this Bounty Hunter. Sentry Ward's deployed. Unicorn. He's not wise to it, and now he gets dusted. He'll take another spill here, most likely. Coming back in, throwing his own life away. And now Naga's hit level 6. I think for Empire, that's the biggest thing. Now if you tower dive and she is a TP, you could easily just get ulted, Keeper of the Light comes in, illuminates you, and the fight could go completely the other way.
They have such aggressive wards. They're ready for Scandal to come back middle. But it looks like Light is going to be headed there. Scandal's already in middle. Are they going to try and dive right now? They need vision.
It's nighttime. They don't know about this. Scandal hasn't seen this spotted, and now in from the backside comes Rise. Looking for a stun, deploys another ward. The stun will fly. The charge comes in as well. The bolt's there. It's too much burst. And the ult used, I think, an unnecessary Nether Strike there, but they do get the kill.
They're very close to level 6 on Zeus and checking Bounty Hunter's level. He is 4.5 right now, desperately trying to get level 6 so that they can continue to fight, and when they trade evenly, they come out on top with the track gold. 4 to 4 kills.
It's honestly, it's so important to get 6 that I would even be fine if they just gave him mid and let him farm. Like, it doesn't matter where he goes. He needs 6 right now, like as soon as physically possible.
I think they need a sentry ward in mid too, just because it's been such a hot spot and Scandal has been getting so much attention in middle. 1, 3, and 2 on him. 3 out of the 4 deaths on side of Team Empire. Protect him a little bit more. Send Rubik there. I guess he's there right now. Get a sentry up so that Bounty Hunter can't go on him. But Spirit Cow is just constantly on Scandal.
I think Miguel's doing a great job of not ganking too much, which I mentioned it could be an issue for him. He's keeping up in terms of CS, 37 CS, but he's also 3-1. He's helped out the Zeus mid. This is that balance you want to strike. Once they have track, if he just wants to gank solely, I think then you can really get away with it. As far as skill build, maxing charge, definitely your best ganky build, so I think that's pretty good as well.
And he has a Vit booster. He is pretty good. He's 3-1 right now. Free farm on top. He didn't get the tower kill, but still doing pretty good. And balancing, farming, and ganking is really important.
Look at the power of this hero. Like, look at the positioning of Empire.
Oh, here comes a charge.
Sunlight, he peeked his little head out. The wards have been amazing for the Spirit Breaker pick. The lift is good. It stuns everyone, and Sunlight actually might get out. Now there's another strike. There you go. Slapped him down. The Rubik, the shitty wizard, takes a fall. See ya, buddy.
There's a lot of people.
They're in trouble, but watch out for a bash. If the inner bash lord is strong, he could be in trouble. Miguel's still alive. This hero is way too tanky. He has no right to be this tanky. Can he actually get out, though? That's the question. They've killed off Light of Heaven. Scandal trying to kill off Mania. Mania going for the TP out. He will escape. And on the backside, it's Rise. Not so lucky. The Venge will be the one casualty. Tries to deny to neutrals, but cannot make it happen. They actually even TP'd in their Naga Siren. No Son of the Siren was used, however.
So that was a 3-for-1 trade? No, 2-for-1 trade? It's pretty good.
Yeah, 2-for-1. They kill off the Rubik and the...
Unicorn is 6. Time for the track goal to start coming in.
Let the games begin.
And the good wards by Flipside. Nice movement by the Vengeful Spirit. Wrapping around here, dropping the ward. Empire has no clue that they have vision in mid and bottom.
This ward in particular I really like, because this is where people love to hide mid, is in these trees, and they'll see you walking in or out, and that's how the Rubik got caught earlier, so great warding.
Unicorn looking for blood. All he needs to do is scout someone out, call up for charge, queue up the charge, and then dead hero. Well, Naga Siren is still level 6, but he's on bottom lane right now. He does have a TP scroll in case they decide to play hyper aggressively in middle. Hesa Joe is level 6.
They do have a Midas on this Prophet. I guess one of the issues is you can be quite farmed on Prophet and still die, and still useless against track, against charge.
Here they go. They find Sunlight.
Can they go in? There's your Janata to start. The charge is coming. Watch for the Rubik. He's in trouble. Track's there. Prophet ult as well. Zeus not dropping his own ult yet. Canceling the animation. Doesn't want to blow it. He's got the distance. Now the beam comes through. And now Keeper of the Light on the run. He'll take a spill. They still haven't even used this Zeus ult. It's still available. Now it flies forth. Everybody low. It's an absolute disaster for Empire on the run. Light of Heaven next in line. Too many bolts. Zeus out of mana right now. Hesta Rotten just right-clicking. Why is Miguel going out? He should just be fighting this now. The song comes through. Blow Your Brain buying time. And the Rubik comes. Miguel, charge cooling down. The Queen of Pit ult's there. He charges. One Scandal. Still diving for this. That's a big, mean cow. He'll find the kill. Charge was stolen. Sunlight. He's going to charge in. Rubik tearing through the...
I'm glad they have an animation for that, too.
That's pretty cool. Wow.
They have animations for a lot of things for Rubik. With Assassinate, he's like pointing his wand and stuff.
My favorite is the Firefly.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Valve did a great job on that.
Valve has done generally a great job with the animations and, I don't know, just making all the characters feel like unique.
So let's check the gold graph. The kills are even, but wow, the gold is almost that even. Just 250 gold in favor of Empire.
Well, remember, there's a Midas, and for me, this Midas, this doesn't help you fight now. Everything that
they need a mech.
Flipside has really helps them fight.
And Rise is very low in middle. I'm surprised he's sticking around. They need everyone of tip-top shape. And if they stick around mid, they can just get glimpsed back, and that will be a very, very easy kill.
So Spirit Breaker is actually going for, it looks like a Sanj and Yasha, or at least maybe
just
a
straight HP. He's so tanky.
Yeah, that hero is just incredibly hard to kill. I think his Ags upgrade is actually quite good, though.
Oh, yeah. Ags is incredible on him.
So I wouldn't have minded seeing an Ags, but...
Scepter cooldown 20 seconds. Wow.
For Empire, I just don't think they have much damage right now. Like, they have a Queen of Pain, they have Riptide. In theory, Illuminate does a lot of damage, but they don't have enough single target. He's already got 1,700 HP. That's without the Sanj being complete.
1,750.
Yeah, absolutely absurd.
A lot. Blow Your Brain, I like how he went not a greedy build. If you like rush Radiance, you're just done for.
Oh, you're food.
Right, so
I would like to see even for him, I think the Vitality booster is fine. Like he's going for drums.
Yeah, drums a very good idea. Strength Treads instead of Tranquils or Arcanes that we see sometimes.
Diffusal Blade's not too bad later on. They do have quite a few chasing heroes, and Purge is great against that. Light of Heaven could be in trouble. You got to be careful, because Spirit Breaker could just Nether Strike you, then Zeus ults, and if there's anyone else even close by, they could find kills. But
I'm actually surprised they picked Queen of Pain versus a Disruptor. Disruptor just owns those very weak...
Scandal hunting the Courier. He'll blink north, and this Courier, one more auto attack, it will go down.
Oh, here gets charged, though.
But he's hasted. Can they actually kill him? Charge moves faster than haste, but they need to burst him down from full to nothing before he can blink. There's your ult. There's the beam. Scandal will fall. Nobody runs from the cow.
Queen of Pain and these kind of heroes just can't play as aggressively as normally with the charge. Even if you're hasted, he can still catch up. And even if you can haste and try to run away, you still have the Disruptor to worry about. The Glimpse, rather.
The one thing I don't like for Flipside is I don't think this Bounty Hunter's been involved enough.
Right,
Unicorn is 0-2, 1 assist, and I think he's had one track kill for his team this game, which, when there's 10 kills on the board, you'd like to see more.
Oh, Rise gets charged in the middle.
Glimpse, Mania,
counter
charge. A
charge.
Chuan. Sunlight does find the charge on the backside, but they get a kill. And where's the Bounty Hunter? Static Storm deployed, not really accomplishing a whole lot except covering the retreat. Has to Joran on the run. Will Sunlight zap him? He will. This Rubik's doing work. Now, caught out a bit, but there is a net if Miguel tries to go in. Nether Strike cooling down. He's tanky. I don't know if he's tanky enough, though. Scandal's found him. They've isolated the cow. You beat him as a squad, not 1v1.
Yeah, they need this Bounty Hunter
He's got to get involved. Unicorn has really been over-farming, I feel, in this bottom lane.
Just get a Magic Stick, TP Scrolls, fight, 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 and then as you get your goal, just spend all of it. And track gold's a reliable goal, so even if you die, it's not a big deal.
And thing is, if you're farming, that's a battle that Empire wins. They've got more AoE, they've got the Prophet to split push. If you're not just constantly going ham at them, then they come out on top.
Yep. And Light of Heaven just doing his thing, split pushing a little bit, gets in treads and Hand of Midas. He should probably get some more early game items. They desperately need a mech. Who is going to get it, though? Keeper Light still pretty underfarmed. Rubik, definitely not the right candidate. Queen of Pain going for some defensive items. Is Cloak going
Maybe
to help
that Naga
a lot?
mech.
They have the Zeus, so if they get a pipe up on their team, I don't think Queen of Pain is going to get a pipe. But Casual Cloak is pretty good versus Disruptor and versus the Zeus.
Now, well, we'll see Unicorn XOXO.
Top tower is
Looking
Light of
for a
Heaven going to
dive.
go for it? Nope.
Tower denied by the Disruptor. Mamaya is on bottom lane where FNG's being charged. There's your stun and Blow Your Brain. They're going to run through him, bypass him, and go for FNG. But Blow Your Brain is song, still chasing forward. Riptide's there. Now a Spirit Breaker ult used as an escape mechanism. The Prophet ult splashes through, kills off the Bounty Hunter. They're going to prep for a go on the Spirit Breaker. Miguel, there's your ult ending. Now tries to fight his way out. He's got the Sun, but he just cannot stand against 3 heroes, smacking him from all directions. And while this was happening, Zeus was farming mid.
They're trying to take a 3v5 fight. We talked about how they need to play hyper-aggressively, and farming is not the right decision with this lineup.
One of the issues is that Disruptor, Zeus, and Venge are just not mobile the way that Spirit Breaker and Bounty Hunter are. So it's often hard to keep up. You know, it's where Flipside might like to have a Queen of Pain of their own.
Rise.
Yeah, that's a charging Rubik. Sunlight comes in. Boom! Down she goes. Now, Unicorn XO. Lifted up, thrown back, popping the dust for the slow. Nicely played. Scandal trying to blink away, but glimpse back into a kinetics field as well as the Static Storm.
There they go. They're the heroes that we need. There's the track gold.
It's still 15-12. Empire all of a sudden leading by 5k gold, 5k experience, and they're up on kills
charging
too.
in middle. Are they going to be able to find him though?
There is no Psalm, but he's pretty tanky.
He's very far away from the Spirit Breaker right now. He'd have to dive like at the T2. That is super ballsy.
Even farther. I think Hestajoran will have to go even farther. He knows some of the Sirens down, but the charge not redirecting to another hero there. Interesting.
Easy tower. Charging at the tower, but there is Keeper Light there. He's charging it up right now. Are they going to try and contest this?
Oh, I don't know if they actually can. Even when the Illuminate comes through, the tower is going to fall, but Hestajoran may be in trouble.
He's charged in middle.
Can you really go into this Spirit Breaker? No, the charge will be canceled.
They queue up another one. Oh, he's going to take a lot of damage from this.
Overextending. Miguel getting overconfident. Now the track goes out. He'll jump in on Sunlight. It will be a 1-for-1. Call it a 1-for-2. They do get track hold on one side, but still, it doesn't really feel worth it to me.
There's a drum charge boss out. They have a buyback from Spirit Breaker.
Can they actually make something happen here? Charge coming out on Scandal, but you're charging in to a whole lot of disable, a lot of burst damage. I just don't think they're fighting as a unit enough. If Flipside, that's the one main issue to me is they need to fight as 4 or 5.
Yeah, definitely.
Or gank is 3 or
Empire
4.
is, and that's what's really the big problem. It's okay if your opponent's trying to fight like 3-on-3, 3-on-4, but not like this.
Yeah, and one of the other reasons that Empire's able to is because until recently they had their tier 1 up mid, and they still have their tier 1 up bottom. If you take the early towers, then it's much easier to make these aggressive dives work.
They finally took out the T1 in mid, though, so that will open things up, and there is a smoke from the 2 supports. I think that Bounty Hunter should be the one scouting for them, not these not these very, very weak. At least they're both getting decent levels, though.
I
7
mean,
and 9.
the good news is I guess Unicorn's got his basic items now. He's got phase boots, double bracer, but he really needs to come to these fights. 0 and 4, only 3 assists. 13 kills at 17 minutes. Empire are actually the ones getting more kills, and you can't have that if you're running this kind of strat.
Lawyer Brain's getting a lot of farm too, as well as
Mania looking for a glimpse mid. Oh, glimpse back the Queen of Pain. This could be a great track kill. It'll be on 4. A lot of gold going the way of Flipside.
And the charge goes to the Naga Illusion and eventually stops. Transfer to the creep, nothing going.
Miguel lumbers. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about the Sanj of this game. I mean, there's just so much nuke damage. I feel like a cloak or a BKB would have been the better choice.
Not bad. I think Nature's Prophet is going to have his sheep fairly soon, too. Nature's Prophet had a little bit of interruption with the Bounty Hunter early game, but since then, they haven't really been focusing too much on him, focusing mainly on Scandal 5 and 7.
The other issue is that Heaven's Halberd, Disarm doesn't really help you against Empire because they don't have one big right clicker. So I don't think Heaven's Halberd is that great.
Yasha, get that move speed for more
damage.
damage.
Yasha, you don't need move speed. You have track, you have charge. Like, you can get around. This cow gets
Race
around.
car cow.
Race car cow.
You're not sold.
I mean, I guess he's not. It helps if you're just. The thing is, you're never going to get to YOLO mode on Empire because they're doing a nice job of 5-manning.
And they are about to 5-man right now. I think that F3D's lineup really shines on the gank, but pushing towers against a Keeper of the Light and a Queen of Pain and a Rubik, I don't think that's.
They have to find the pickoff here. We'll need to see a glimpse, but FNG, great positioning from him. Tuck behind the trees now. He'll prep. He'll recall in an ally. He'll pop out in front of the tower. He'll bring and blow your brain. There's your Song of the Siren. It's caught everyone. Watch for the Illuminate. The Queen of Pain ult's available as well. They're prepping for a huge nuke. In they go. Illuminate. Queen of Pain ult. Now, Miguel trying to fight his way out. He's still alive. He's going to live. They're still finding kills. That looked absolutely perfect. There's a buyback from Quap trying to rejoin the fight. Now they found Rise. They're going to find 3 unless he TPs out. He won't be able to. They lose 3. They get 2. They do force the Queen of Pain buyback. They get some track gold, but...
That was fantastic setup by Empire. Great coordination. Oh, Unicorn XO, is he going to kill FNG? Wow.
FNG just lumbers it and drops a gem. Wow, that hurt.
That hurts badly.
That's a fed gem, right? I think it's fair to call that one just a fed gem.
Yeah. He drops a bracer, though. I'm surprised he didn't drop the TV scroll. He is not getting that value.
Just wanted the gem. Get the gem. Get out.
Drop it quickly.
Scandal sees it. He thinks about denying it. No,
it's like 350 gold down the drain. It's not cool.
While this is happening, though, Light of Heaven is... I feel like he hasn't been, like, ganked all game. He's on the Prophet against the Spirit Breaker and a Bounty Hunter.
They just been focusing Scandal non-stop, though. 8 deaths now. He's desperately trying to work on that BKB. He has a recipe. No Mithril Hammer yet.
I think Light of Heaven is the bigger concern, though. I mean, this is the hero that has the best late-game physical damage potential probably on this team because he's global, so he can just join the fights late if he wants. Queen of Pain liable to get caught.
If he does try and split push later, though, I think he's just going to get punished very heavily. He has been showing up to a lot of these fights, though.
Well, there's your Scythe the Vice. I don't think he has to split push, though. I think he just he finds pickoffs for them.
And Diffusal Blade on Naga. Not a good time for Flipside. They didn't even get the T1 on bottom. Looks like they're going to go for it again. Naga Siren, around 80 seconds left on her ultimate.
It's a 10k gold lead for Team Empire and 8k experience lead, and they're finding a way against a very unusual pocket strat from Flipside. Now 2 pocket strats in 2 games. Last game, it was the 5-man mass heal push strat. They won in 17 minutes. This time around, not going so well.
It was a pretty good concept, but I think the execution, especially on Unicorn's part, is slightly lacking.
Yeah, I'm not sure about some of these item selections. Miguel's even gone back for a Vanguard, and I don't think that does much for you at this stage of the game.
Wow, Vanguard.
Yeah, he just spent another 1,000 gold to complete.
They have so much magic damage too, with the Illuminate into Nature's Prophet ultimate and the Riptide and all that Queen of Pain burst damage. That's like their perfect setup.
I mean, it's one of those games for him where he's probably just thinking, bottom lane. Huge engagement breaks out. Track on FNG. First to fall, but the dive is in, and now a Zeus ult stolen by the Rubik, completely turning the tides and the complexion of this game, perhaps. They'll find 4 kills bottom lane. They only lose the Keeper of the Light, and the tower gets denied. And you gotta say, Flipside, they're out of gas
Where
at
is
this
Miggle?
point.
They need Miggle there.
They seem discombobulated to me.
Yeah. Again, pushing is not... They excel at ganking, finding 1 or 2, perhaps 3 weak heroes, and just picking off there. Naga Siren was actually a very fantastic pick in retrospect. Empire being able to set up a lot and just halt the team fight to set up for the really big combo.
And for Empire, I think they've gone for very intelligent items. A lot of heroes just getting pure tank items, like the Ogre Club, the cloak on Scandal, blow your brain. early drums, early Rain of Aquila, then goes back for Diffusal Blade. Nobody trying to build a big, expensive item outside of the Prophet who could do it, because Light of Heaven's just been off the map almost all game. And when he's on the map, it's when other heroes are already spotted heading the complete opposite direction.
And they need more items on Flipside, and they need more track gold. They're just lacking right now. Phase drums only on Bounty Hunter, and this item selection on Spirit Breaker, I'm not a big fan of. He has 2,000 HP, but I don't think his HP is a problem. I think it's mainly the damage and his teammates dying just very, very fast in this mass AoE lineup.
And his effective HP feels a bit underwhelming now, because there's no cloak, there's only 8 armor, which 7 armor is amazing when you're, you know, like 8 minutes in. At this point, it's not that great. And now Blow Your Brain is going to latch him in position with the net. Now they're going to Riptide him, and he'll drop in a hurry. Miguel easily picked off. It's Empire who are finding the pickoffs, and it's Empire who are going to look to push the high ground.
He's desperately looking for a creep to charge, but none in sight.
No way out for him now. Unicorn maybe looking to track. We'll throw out some nukes from the Disruptor side and trying to slow down this push. Light of Heaven, 30 seconds without additional trees, but Blow Your Brain up on the high ground. Just needs to make sure he doesn't get caught too much. Frigate Toss comes through. Glimpse is there. They'll glimpse one back into a Static Storm, but the Naga Sleep is already there. Blow Your Brain. Popped it in time, completely negates the initiation, and now look for your Queen of Pain ult. That's on 4. A lot of damage being done. Blow Your Brain is blowing up. Flipside on the run. They'll lose more. Scandal, Haunting Mania to the Fountain. Is he going to die for it? He won't.
That was a huge ultimate by Blow Your Brain.
And
during the glimpse.
Yeah, that was really next level. Using it before he gets glimpsed back. A lot of players would have just waited, but that would have gotten him killed. GG, well played. Flipside went for a pocket strategy.
I think they know what hero to ban next time they
Naga,
yeah.
for sure.
For sure. Well, it was sort of well crafted, but again, I think the execution, maybe a little bit more practice.
The thought is there, the strategy's there, the execution was lacking. Ben should have been ganking mid more, not Spirit Breaker.
Right.
Spirit Breaker shouldn't have ganked until late
Zeus
6.
I don't think Zeus should have lost the lane that badly too. We didn't see that much interruption.
Yeah, I didn't like the choice to take the Thunderbolt at level 2. I think should take Static Field. Also, I think you shouldn't be posting up in the lane. You just sit back, you spam Chain Lightning to get last hits. Queen of Pain wants to fight you from like levels 1 to 3.
Right.
Because that's where Shadow Strike really matters. That's where Chain Lightning is crap. That's where Thunderbolt is crap. But maybe not perfectly played by Hesta Joran. But I think overall, just as a team, you could see maybe the stand-in effect.
Yeah, they didn't get absolutely rolled, which is a plus sign.
I mean, Team Empire are using stand-ins, but FNG and Sunlight have been playing with them a lot, whereas Hesta Joran is just a last-minute kind of replacement.
Yeah, so nice try by Flipside. I wonder if they'll do another pocket strat. We've seen 2
How many more do
so
they
far.
have? They've been delighting
that's
us today.
good, right? I like seeing new stuff.
I want to say, you also mentioned they could have gone for a lifesteal in that game, and I think that would have given them a lot more late game and just also a lot more burst damage.
And maybe made the Naga ban more obvious.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up game number 1. It's a best of 3. Flipside versus Team Empire, your final match of Group D for the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. We're going to take a quick break, myself and Merlini. When we come back, we'll be live with game 2. Currently, it's Team Empire leading 1-0. Stay tuned.